coming. Given the time and budget constraints you were under shooting series television, how did you come up with some of this wonderful, bizarre camera work, like having the shot emerge from acoustic tile on the ceiling? How much of that was in the script? How much of it was improvisation? And how did you pull it off technically? What kind of camera setups did you use to get that?
Sometimes it was in the script, sometimes it came from the directors, I think. And sometimes it had just evolved as we rehearsed or whatever. And what was the other question on how did we come up with the camera setups?
Well, yeah, the one shot I always wondered about was when you have the shot emerging from the acoustic tile in the ceiling. And how did you pull that off? How did you get that, and where did that idea come from?
Which episode was that? Was that
I forget.
That was one from last week, I think.
It's the opening shot in the show.
Episode 11.
Who directed that episode?
Todd Holland.
We had all those big, heavy cameras too.
What it was is Todd came to me and said, how can we, I want to come out of, and I don't remember if it was in the script or not, but I want to come out of the tile, and I think all we did was we put it, I don't remember if it was a hothead or we even had a hothead at that point. I think we did. Yeah. Yeah, it was on a hothead on a zoom. And we just pulled the crane away or whatever was on jib as we zoomed back.
Maybe, Frank, you can also tell us about the experience of bringing Diane Keaton into the directorial staff. What was that process like? Was it in any way unique from working with the sort of more core directors of the series?
Diane was scared. She was really scared. She thought she was going to get fired. But she came in really, really well prepared, and I thought did a really great job. The actors seemed to really like her. But she was very well prepared, and she knew the show really, really well.
My favorite was working with Diane. She really leaned on the prop department for a number of things, because Frank was saying she was always kind of a little nervous, something going on. We didn't know what was going on, but she would say things to us, can you get me this? And it was all about money to her, but it wasn't, you know, and she wanted a spider and these drums and these different things that, you know, were really not either scripted or budgeted in. In fact, Rich had to paint. Frank shot the spider. There was a spider crawling under the table, and yeah, and you had to paint it yellow. These were things that Diane would ask for, and so she was always. But I got to tell you, there was nobody I had much. She was so fun. She was just a fun person to be with, and she fit right in exactly, Rich. She did. Great time with her.
Before, I don't remember.
She had just started out and only done one or two things before that.
Fairly new. But she did great.
She did. I happened to cut her episode, and she remembered that she was very, very protective of the performances. And being an actor and stuff, she really keyed into that, and she was a little nervous, but she did fantastic.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Piper, this question is for you. I think I speak for a number of the older members of the audience when I say to you, I've always been intrigued by your intriguing and your beautiful acting name. Is your name what it is, or did you get Piper from your parents, or where did you get Piper?
I figured out I'm having trouble hearing the amplification.
Shall I give it again?
Is your real name Piper Laurie?
No, I was born Rosetta Jacobs, and I always hated Piper Laurie, and after a few years I got used to it, and I don't mind it now. But
who calls you Rosetta now? Who calls you? You ever get called by your real name anymore?
oh yeah, my close friends call me Rosie.
All right, Rosie. Nice to meet you, Rosie.
Where? What?
Never do the voice that you did for the Japanese.
The Tasha Mura voice? Can you, he's asking if you would say something.
Listen, no one ever discussed the voice with me. I assumed it would be electronically altered. And the first day we were shooting, I thought, well, where's the mechanism? How do we do this? There wasn't anything, and so I just went to a place down here and damaged my throat a lot, and I got away with it. But I won't do that anymore. But it was me.
You know, David.
Sorry, I won't do it.
David, when we did the backwards talking, you remember when the backwards talking was in the room, the Black Lodge? He actually had the actors learn the words backwards. There was no reversing the tape. They had to say the words backwards, and it was really quite interesting. Did you ever have to do that, Piper?
No, you know, I wasn't involved in any of the sinister stuff.
Sexy sinister is what you were.
Running down the middle. Was there one more question? No? Okay. Thank you all so much.